Hello and welcome to Reflexive Moon Tarot. I'm Sarah and I'll be hosting this general reading for you for the new moon happening. Well, I'm channeling, you may not see it during that time, but I'm channeling new moon vibes happening in Sagittarius and Capricorn for the winter solstice. So huge depletion of light at this time, kind of like restarting your laptop or your phone type of energy, where you're just shutting it off to give it a reset and channeling energy for the Sagittarians. That would be detachment or independence, your sense of humor, just giving that a reboot so that you can get back into happy-go-lucky mode. And then the Capricorn energy that we would be resetting is centered in loving what it is that you do for work, and also just being grounded and solid and really intellectual with that grounding energy, like putting your mind to it. I find that Capricorns are really good with putting their mind and energy into staying grounded. So, this is for the sign Aquarius. And let's get into your reading, Aquarius. See how this goes. Oh. We have the Tower. It's reversed. So something isn't happening that needs to. Something needs to come to an end. Not sure what that is. But whatever it is, it's not happening. You could either be stuck in a state of introspection, reflection, kind of like respite as well, like just taking time for yourself to recharge. You're either stuck in that or you're not doing it. You're not taking the time that you need to actually do that. You're not doing it in a way that is authentic and effective. So if you're ignoring your self-care needs, Aquarius, it's gonna bite you in the ass at some point. Like you're gonna end up on your ass if you don't do it. So listen to what your body needs, listen to what your mind needs, what your spirit needs, all those needs. And instead of saying, I can't stop what I'm doing, then you need to just switch up the narrative to, I can, and how am I going to do this? Because what you can't really do is continue as you're doing things. Sagittarius got this. The world reversed, overlooking the situation. So there's some type of cycle, annual cycle. It could be. I mean, we're in the winter solstice. So, what was happening to you last winter solstice? Also, where you're at in this world and how you see where you're at in this world. Do you feel like it's the right place for you? That is something else to put into question. Is what you're doing, what you feel like is your earthly calling. What else? And are you do you feel like you're at a loss? Like loss comes to my mind. Have you lost someone? Are you grieving? Looking at how you can, the ways in which you can be gentle with yourself and let go. Let go of that person. They are not here anymore physically. Is there some type of annual event that's about to occur that is centered in the loss of someone? And if it's not what you had planned it to be, or if it's not what you expected, I mean, expectations really are such a bummer sometimes. So how can we adjust our expectations, be gentle with ourselves, and do the things that we want to have done, those acknowledgments done in a way that at least works for us, and using what we have and being okay with what we have to do those things. It's important. I keep thinking about Smeagol right now, Lord of the Rings. What have we got here? Justice. So doing yourself some justice, balancing the scales, having the key to like the wisdom. Your wisdom is key to you doing justice for yourself, activating your wisdom, activating that balance, and knowing how to use your words effectively too. Like justice, like the sword of Athena, I believe it is. Here, there's two swords that I feel like is the balancing out act, right? Being tactful and witty, and as opposed to like it can sound like this person's or your words have the capacity to sound very harsh, but sometimes the truth is very harsh. So you know, doing like, how do you speak to yourself? Are you too hard on yourself? How can you be more gentle with your words towards yourself? Like balancing out that negative versus positive self-talk. But also like patting yourself on the back for being honest with yourself, even in those moments where you were harsh on your, like hard on yourself. Knowing that it was all for the purpose of self-preservation and just moving forward and like leveling up your judicial game. All right, so let's, what I got here? In the past, we were feeling exposed, feeling like we're in a period of despair where we're dependent on the handouts of others, and also feeling like our handouts might have been like the resources that we had been accessing in order to sustain ourselves might have been like closed off, shut off. We got the devil. Ended. It came to an end. Not the devil. Death. Came to an end for the purpose of a cycle of renewal. Figuring out new ways to sustain yourself. This could be like, this is very coming of age type of energy. So maybe you're a young person who got cut off from your mom, or your parents, I should say. Maybe you were I don't know, maybe your kids have outgrown your child tax check, or could be anything. You are no longer eligible for some type of something. What else? Your method of pay has changed in some type of way. You went from like being on a salary to having to make your own money as an entrepreneur. But it's all good. What is that? There's a meme or a quote on TikTok from Issa Rae. In conclusion, entrepreneur till I die, I deserve this. Bye. Like, those are queen words right there. Entrepreneur means I did that shit by myself. So all the reason to be proud of what it is, of where you're headed. But something does need to come to an end. This could mean that you're sort of still in that spot where you're in need of some type of handouts or some type of easy money, some type of something. Page of Wands. So learning how to set new goals for yourself, how to actualize them, and how to start developing your skills in order to actualize your goals. This could be in the form of like a business plan, learning how to write a business plan. What else? Even just like for leveling up yourself and how you see the world and how you want to like mature up and just get yourself to a point where instead of being the person that needs to be taught, needs to be like, it's important to be a really good student, knowing that like having good, goals of discipline, like learning how to be more disciplined is like the Page of Wands, is at the core of the Page of Wands. This is also, this could also be a young person that you are responsible for, that you want to teach how to be a strong and independent youth. So there's a whole lot going on with this Page of Wands, but it's all very much a balancing act of how you, as like, for example, if you are the mature person, are going to lead by example. So that means you need to like walk your talk and be the example that you want to lead by. So no wishy-washy, half-ass, like secret ways of, acting like you're something that you're actually not. This is walking your talk, right? Speaking of young people, hold on 1 second. Hi, I'm doing a reading.
Hello?
Hi, I'm doing a reading.
Okay.
So, moving on to your attitude is, okay, we have the 8 of Cups. So cutting your losses and moving forward. This is part of the letting go part that you're like preparing yourself for emotionally. Cutting your losses, whatever those are. Whatever ways you may have been set in that you're changing your mind about. Can you close the door, please? Sorry about that. Eyes will be eyes. And what else? That's very like gender specific language, my bad. The Devil reversed. So there's things that this is the part. Like people see that you're having a hard time letting go. You're attached to things that you're addicted to. That can be anything. It could be gambling, could be drugs and alcohol. Alcohol is a drug, drugs. It could be codependent relationships. And those can manifest in so many fucking weird ass ways. And really be hard to let go of. What else? Just drama. The devil fucking loves drama. The devil thrives on drama. Like, that's just at the core of their codependency. So the devil, and like being sort of chained up or chaining people up, and like even being like a devil yourself on some level where you feel like you need people to be attached to you, or you feel like you are like there's a control that you like to have over people when you think about the reasons why people get chained up. It's about power. So what type of power and control are you struggling to let go of, Aquarius? People can see it. It's clear as day. So you're not hiding anything. And if you think that you're hiding something, or if you think that you have them fooled, you are fooling yourself. So this is me laying it straight with this kind of shit coming through. But at least you're trying to let shit go, which is good. But at the same time, there's like a resistance here. Like, it's almost like you might also even be attached to like like poverty ways of thinking, or if you've really come from like if you're like some type of not some type of, but if your story is the sort of like the quintessential rags to riches, like you got to let those rags go, like burn that shit up. They don't fit you no more. You can't act like like you're down, or like you're having a hard time, or you're all about like minimalist simplicity, and then behind the scenes actually kind of living it up. It doesn't work that way. It's the same as like faking it like you're super rich, but you're actually not. Like you can't fool people when you're doing shit like that. It doesn't work. It may work for a little while, but at the end of the day, if you're not moving forward, or if there's still things that aren't changing, you're just going to be stuck in the same cycle. Stuck in the same cycle, not moving into a new one. And I don't know about you, but that shit gets boring after a while. It gets boring, or it's like you just aren't really challenging yourself. And we have the 7 of Wands here. So again, challenge. You may you may be struggling with feelings like you might be afraid of getting lost and caught up in like how overwhelming it can be to make big change for yourself. That's a valid fear. Feeling like you might be alone in this, crazy upward battle of social mobility. And it is kind of crazy, especially when you can factor in like how ruthless and exploitive the powers that be like in the ivory tower are. And also even how ruthless and exploited the people in the bottom can be when, the crabs in the bucket mentality settles in. It is what it is. Like, where do you fit? And, well, you fit in a spot that looks like trying to keep your cool, maintain your emotions, and balance within your emotions. You have reason to celebrate soon. It's just how are you going to do that in a way that is going to reflect the new stage of life that you're in, or new stage of life that you want to be in. So with that, Aquarius, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to check out this reading, and I look forward to reading for you again. Take care and bye for now.